After an impromptu national anthem that the crowd had to sing, we're ready for action here in Kingman as the Batcats are ready for game 2 against the Islanders after a 17-1 victory. Yesterday, Cats are trying to make it 2 in a row against the new squad from Kingman. Peyton Tinkler takes the ball in his Batcats debut, so very exciting. We'll see it on the other side of this inning. But the Batcats certainly very excited to be back in action here from Kingman. Sorry about that short technical difficulty. We'll get that back. But should be ready for some action here. In a little bit of tight quarters here. Just below the press box is our home here at Riverside Park. George Arnsdorf Memorial Field. Mark McClure joined by Ian Lanick, which should be a very exciting night of baseball. I mean, you can't do much better than you did yesterday on both sides. 17 runs scored, 1 against. I mean, that's tough to replicate, but definitely some confidence going into this game, Ian.
Oh, yeah, that was big time out of our offense. I think it was a big confidence booster for us all to realize that after the Hutch series didn't go the way we wanted, that we could still put up some good runs on some teams, and hopefully we come out and do it again.
So let's get ready for some baseball. Bradley Neal takes the ball, right-hander for the Kingman Islanders. Batcats going to again try to get to him early, as they did yesterday with starter Landon Sterling. As Alex Rogers strides in to lead us off here tonight from Kingman. Rogers still just DHing, not quite 100% ready to go in the outfield. He was 2 for 3 with a walk yesterday. Really helped the Batcats get going offensively. He's been a tone setter, and that's what's so key about having him back in the lineup, even though he has not been able to be in the field defensively. First pitch to him, and he rips it out to deep left field. This one hooking towards the corner, and it is a foul ball by about a foot.
Just foul.
Rogers was ready to attack on first swing there.
Really good contact off the very first pitch.
George Arnsdorf Memorial Field, it is 320 to the sticks. So definitely an opportunity to attack the baseball. Check swing there, he didn't go, at least they'll appeal, and that is held up by the field umpire, so the count will be 1-1 to Rogers. After Rogers, it's Riley Silva, then Simon Larinaga, Colby Christian, Adam Musto, Connor Allen. In the bottom 3, Brady Kreitzer, Rathan Malone, Joe Nieves. As this delivery is popped foul by Raj, and that'll get out of play.
Foul balls happen, don't be surprised. See Chad Osborne at Shelter Insurance.
There's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Review.
Raj ready to step back in on a overall sunny and warm day. It did rain just before game time, but it looked like that was just a quick thing rolling through, as Raj is going to wear one here on the arm.
Just a little inside.
And he will take
Rogers going to take his
base there, as that one just kind of ran in on him, a little breaking ball.
Larinaga on deck. Christian in the hole.
So now Riley Silva will step in. He got the day off yesterday. He jumps right back in the lineup here for this one. Neal is set. He'll throw over on Raj. That was a close play. Oof. Just barely back in. That was not a really dramatic call by the field umpire. Barely even put the arms out, but Raj is called safe. Good move there by Neal, but Rogers back in again. They'll throw over. He's a little bit more ready for that one. So we're still waiting for our first pitch to Riley Silva, the left-handed hitting outfielder. He's out center today. And the pitch. Silva's going to take that one, a ball. Eric Fufulis really wanted the call. You could see him wait for a minute there for the home plate umpire, but the call did stand, so it's ball and no strikes. Neal set at the chin. He will throw over again on Raj, who dives back in. Just causes so many headaches for pitchers who have to keep tabs on him at first base, because the second you come to the plate, he's off. He's got a good lead off of first. Again, Neal looks over. Long pause and the pitch, and Raj is off to the races, swing and a miss. The Fufulis' throw is in time, and Raj is caught stealing. Yeah, you gotta give Fufulis credit for that, because not a lot of guys can do that in this league. Didn't get the greatest jump. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike, so now the bases are clear. And the 1-1 pitch. And Silva puts one on the ground right side. This is going to be a tough stop here for Wallachek. Great diving play, and he gets him at first. So there's 2 away. And the momentum shifts back towards the Islanders after it looked like the Batcats were going to threaten in the first inning. Rogers is caught stealing, and then a great play there by Ben Wallachek, as we'll take a look at the defensive look for the Kingman Islanders. In the outfield, Hogan Shelby is in left, Ezra Farmer in center. Gavin Jurovich is in right field. Gavin Barada is over at third base. Jesus Cruz at short. Ben Wallachek at second, and Fabian Perez is over at first. First pitch to Simon Larinaga. The big man swings and misses. Eric Fufulis is behind the plate. He is the other half of the battery with Bradley Neal. The 1 pitch is a strike to Simon. Congratulations are in order for Simon Larinaga, selected as an all-star for the Sunflower Collegiate League All-Star Game on July the 5th. This one misses up high. Larinaga been one of the most dangerous bats in the league all season. 379, 6 home runs, 21 RBIs. He's actually second on the team now in RBIs after Bodie Waller's ridiculous game yesterday. That ball's up high, 2-2. Bodie 2 3-run home runs and 7 RBIs total in yesterday's demolition of the Kingman Islanders. 2-2 pitch to Simon. Swing and a miss, got him, took a little something off there, and Neal turns it into a 1-2-3 inning, exactly what he was looking for to get this game started here in Kingman. Islanders will have the bats when we come back for the first time on the Batcats Media Network.
This is your third baseman, Adam Musto, and you're watching Batcats Baseball on Batcats Media Network.
Partly cloudy and humid here in Kingman. A passing shower would not be a surprise. That's the conditions for tonight's game here at George Arnsdorf Memorial Field. Game 2 of a 4-game series between the Cats and the Kingman Islanders. Last series for the Bad Cats before the All-Star break, as Peyton Tinkler is on the mound for his Bad Cats debut this season. Joined the team last year for the postseason. He had some problems with the Cats, made things dramatic at times, had some issues hitting guys coming out of the bullpen, but this is an opportunity for him to start for the Cats, and he has notoriously been strong as a starter, both at Barton, where he originally played, and then last season was with the Salukis at Southern Illinois, currently in the transfer portal. 1-1 pitch is fouled away there by Jesus Cruz, but when you had the opportunity to play a short time with him, what are we going to see from Peyton Tinkler in this one?
He's a three-quarter arm slot guy. He's got a change-up slider. His slider is definitely a sweeper. It can start right down the middle and end up in the other batter's box. So he's definitely going to use that a lot to get some ugly swings.
2 balls and 2 strikes. They're ready in the pitch from Tinkler. And Jesus Cruz fouls it away. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Back to the third base dugout, please. Thank you.
Cruz is easily the strongest bat right now in the Islander lineup. He had 2 hits in the game yesterday and hitting .433 for the season, as this is outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Roger Ward wanted to match Connor Allen with Peyton Tinkler just because he's kind of used to his arm slot. It's a little bit foreign for other catchers. And Allen can sit in there and be ready for us. That one missed just low, and that's ball 4. So Cruz walks.
Cruz will draw a leadoff
And then
walk.
that gives Connor Allen kind of an advantage compared to Cy Schumacher. Started the last 2 games, just a lot more of a comfort feeling, but really on both sides for Tinkler and for Allen. Limits the possibilities of some defensive issues as Gavin Jarovich steps in. There's the first pitch to him, and this one a little flare out shallow right center that drops. That's a base hit. And there are 2 on for Kingman.
Cruz will advance to second. So we've got 2 on, nobody out for Hogan Shelby.
I'll bring up Hogan Shelby. So Tinkler, a little bit of trouble here in his Bad Cat debut. That ball wasn't hit hard. Just one of those that lands where nobody is. This brings up Hogan Shelby, left fielder. Shelby was 0 for 4 yesterday, including a hit to a double play, but a little bit of robbery, if you ask me. His first pitch is in for a strike just because he lined out twice and then he hit a missile shortstop that was played off 1 hop. So it was kind of a tough break for him in the end when you think about it. Tinkler looks back at second pitch. On the ground, over to short. Could be 2 as Raythan Malone flips to Brady Kreitzer. Throw to first, and they got him. Double play. Peyton Tinkler rolls 2, and that's big there. Take some of the wind out of Kingman's sails. Now just a runner on third and 2 away.
That'll bring up Jace Russell.
So now in all likelihood, needs to be a base hit here for Jace Russell, who came in as a pinch hitter in yesterday's game, went 0 for 1. His first pitch to him, swing and a miss. Tinkler's got good velocity on his fastball. Can top out around 93, but you'll find it mostly in the high 80s and low 90s. The slider comes in low to mid 80s, and he's been working on the change. 0-1 fastball, swing and a miss, nothing in 2. One pitch away from getting out of this for Peyton Tinkler. Runner on third. Jesus Cruz gets his lead. And pitch. Got him. 3-pitch strikeout for Peyton Tinkler. Retires the side. Looked like he was going to be in trouble in the first 2. Reached. Double play. Strikeout. Ends the inning. And we stay tied at 0 going to the second inning here on the Bad Cats Media Network.
This is Bat Cats pitcher Dash Albus. You're watching Bat Cats Baseball on the Bat Cats Media Network.
So we have no score through one inning of play. Both teams had little chances in that first inning, but nothing really too crazy. Islanders had 2 on, none out, and Peyton Tinkler worked out of it. Nuggets had 1 on and none out, and Bradley Neal worked out of that as the first pitch will miss to Colby Christian. 1 ball, no strikes. More good news for Batcats fans. Speaking of guys coming in to the program, Zane Spinn is back, ladies and gentlemen. He's reported. He was waiting until the beginning of July to get here. He said he needed to get working because for the first time he was living away from home when he goes to Sam Houston State next season. And that's inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Spinn, the all-time leader for the Batcats in doubles in a season. At 20 last season, and also led the Batcats in batting average. Was one of the best hitters in the league by the end of the season. That one's on the outside corner, 2-2. Neal ready for a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and Christian down on strikes. That was dropped by Fufalis. He throws down first, and they still complete the strikeout.
1 away.
That's back-to-back strikeouts for Neal on the bump, and that brings up Adam Musto.
Followed by Alan Kreitzer.
Musto got the start yesterday, 2 hits and 3 at-bats. Continued to find his swing as the season's gone along. Swing and a miss there, and nothing in 1. Got that long swing, but he does have a tendency to chase the pitches on the outside part of the plate, which you saw right there. Neal's 0-1. And this one is sky-high pop-up on the left side. Barada is over there. Cruz is there too, but Barada will be the one that makes the catch in. There's 2 down. Bradley Neal looking strong here for the Kingman Islanders.
Allen will step in.
And this is Connor Allen. And this one on the ground to the left side. Barada lets it get through him, and then he knocked it away from Cruz, who's a little frustrated, thought he could have had a play on that.
Allen will turn and hold, and that will bring up Kreitzer.
So Connor Allen reaches with 2 outs, gives the Batcats some life here in the top of the second.
We got 2 outs.
And this will bring up Kreitzer, who hit a pinch hit 3-run home run yesterday. His first as a Batcat. There's a strike. Nothing in 1 to start him off in this at-bat. Kreitzer hitting .279. Platoons with Hunter Gotro over at second base. 0-1, fouled straight back. So now it's nothing in 2. We'll call Connor Allen's hit a single. And that's probably correct. It would have been a tough play for Barado or Cruz. Cruz was having his momentum take him away from first. So that would have been a really hard throw. Not routine. That's usually the indicator. And that one drops low. A good take from Kreitzer, 1-2. Bradley Neal's 0-3 this season. He's still looking to put together a strong outing to this point. His best was 4 2/3 of 3-run ball against the Wichita Lobos on June 11th. 1-2 pitches fouled off, but otherwise got knocked around with 9 runs in 5 innings against the Aviators. Give up 8 runs in 2 innings against Cheney and 9 runs in 4 2/3 against Newton. Big leg kick, 1-2. This one a swinging bunt right in front of the plate. It'll be fielded bare hand by Neal, throws first. And that is why PFP works, ladies and gentlemen. Pitcher's fielding practice gets the job done for Neal. He's through 2 clean frames here at George Arnsdorf Memorial Field. Kingman will try and get on the board when we come back here from Kingman.
This is outfielder Kyle Gates, and you're watching Batcats Baseball on the Batcats Media Network.
Back to baseball here in Kingman. No score in the bottom of the second inning. And it'll be Ezra Farmer, Eric Fufulis, Ben Wallachek due up. Tinkler tries to settle himself down. Got the first 2 on in the first inning, but worked his way out with a double play and a strikeout. First pitch. And that'll be in for a strike and 0-1. Islanders come in 7th place in the Sunflower Collegiate League at this point. 6-14 record, 6-13 in the conference. So that one's outside. 1-1. They still have 2 games that they need to finish with Mulvane. They had a doubleheader, or 2 games in 2 days, I should say. One was rained out in the first inning, and the field was still too wet to play the next day. As this one's going to be slapped towards left center field. That'll be a base hit.
Farmer goes the other way. He's going to turn first and hold with the leadoff single. Ezra Farmer.
Farmer with a good piece of hitting there to drive that one the other way. And that'll bring up Fufulis. Fufulis started as catcher yesterday, ended up getting removed later in the game, but he was 1 for 1 with a walk. Tinkler first delivery. And that one too far inside, 1-0.
Check on deck. Perez in the hole. We've got no outs.
Tinkler ready to deal. And the pitch. That one's too high. 2 balls and no strikes. Talking about SIU Salukis, there's actually been a few Batcats on that team just from last year. J.D. Ortiz just played there. It was utility infielder and outfielder for the Batcats last year, and Jay Kunstendorf, a starting pitcher. So pretty good time over there. This one's fouled away. 2 balls and a strike. Though Kunstendorf is the only one that'll be staying with SIU after his first season with the Salukis. J.D. Ortiz also is in the transfer portal along with Tinkler.
Cloud County.
And getting his way off at first was Farmer. A throw over from Tinkler. Looked like he may have had him, but got back in safely. Fufulis steps back in. There's the 2-1 pitch square and a bunt. That one gets way inside on Fufulis and it hits him.
Fufulis will go to first.
We kind of talked about it earlier when it comes to
Second.
Peyton Tinkler.
Bring up
There
Ben
are times where he loses it a little bit inside. Likes to pitch inside, and you run that risk when you go inside. Now there are 2 on with none out. Tinkler's numbers this season at SIU. He had a 4.66 ERA in 9 relief appearances, only pitched 9 2/3. Again, this one gets way inside, gets to the backstop. And ball check just sitting in the batter's box as that one kind of sat him down, I guess you could say. I mean, they tell you to pitch inside on the bunter, but getting a little tight there.
Yeah, definitely getting a little too close.
Wallachek pitched in the game yesterday. Today getting an opportunity to swing it. Here again, he squares to bunt. This will be a strike. Only one of the runners advanced, actually, as a matter of fact. Ezra Farmer got to third, but Fufulis stayed at first. So they're on the corners. They throw over. And he's back in safely. Here's the pitch. And this one, a little broken bat grounder, slowly over to short. Could be 2. Malone gets it to Kreitzer. They throw, and it gets away from Larinaga. They do. Do they get the out at second? Or did Malone not get on the bag? They do call him out. So it's just a fielder's choice, and it did bring in a run. Kingman does lead 1-0.
Beats it out on first. Ezra Farmer scores.
First pitch, this one kind of jams. That was
That
Perez, and they throw over to second, get the first, and that is an inning-ending double play. Islanders get a run, though, on the fielder's choice ground out, and they have the lead here on the Bad Cats as we go to the 3rd inning here from Kingman.
This is Batcats, first baseman Simon Larinaga. You're watching Batcats Baseball on the Batcats Media Network.
Islanders with a 1-0 lead here in the top of the 3rd inning. Bradley Neal's been real sharp out there on the mound so far. Only giving up 1 hit, 2 strikeouts, no walks, 1 hit batter. Rathan Malone going to lead off and pop it up into foul ground. Third base side, Barada going to call off for the catcher Fufulis and make the catch. Only took about 4 days for Rathan Malone to get sick of the cornrows. Said it was too itchy. So he just let it hang back down.
Silva in the hole.
As this will bring up JoJo Nieves. Nieves, in a day where the offense really performed well, he still struggled. 0 for 4. Reached once on an air, scored a run. Neal ready from the wind up the pitch. Strike on the inside part of the plate. Neal doing a good job mixing up the location on the Cats. Can't really key in on anything. They really haven't hit much hard. Even Allen's base hit was just a little seeing eye ground ball. 0-1, squares to bunt, pops it foul. And it'll be 0-2. Nieves loves to lay down that little bunt, just trying to get the Bad Cats going offensively. Didn't miss that one by much. It just got too far underneath that one. Nieves behind it, 0-2 in this count. Comes in 245 this season. Swing and a miss there. 3 pitches, and Nieves sent back to the dugout.
That's 2 away.
3 strikeouts for Neal the first time through the order. We'll see what kind of adjustments the Bad Cats make the second time through, as this brings up Alex Rogers, who was hit by a pitch.
2 outs.
His first time facing off against Neal on the mound. And, I mean, these Bad Cats find ways to get on, and that means getting hit. That means getting hit. They've been hit 34 times this season. Rogers, that was his 5th time getting hit as he sharply grounds one to third. Barada fields it right up at his eyes, throws to first, and tumbling by the bag is Perez. He didn't keep his foot on.
And the ump says first baseman was bubbling the ball. I can't help it. That's what he said. All right, we got 2 outs.
So there's 2 outs, and Rogers reaches on an error. He'll take it. I think that's just their 3rd base runner of the game. It's Rogers again, who I think the one important thing to remember about Alex Rogers, if you catch him once, it is not going to affect his confidence at all.
No, he will definitely go after that bag again. Nothing stops him from getting to second base and possibly even third.
Man they call the Sunflower Collegiate League's Ricky Henderson gets his lead off of first. And there's the first pitch to Riley Silva. Checked his swing, did go around, so that's a strike.
Anyway.
Silva hitting .353. Also voted as an all-star. Choosing not to participate in the game, though. Again, they throw over, and he's back in. Other Bad Cat All-Stars include Kyle Gates out in the outfield. Alex Rogers, Silva, as I mentioned, Simon Larinaga. Matt Nedved voted an all-star alongside George Austin, as this pitch is outside. And the count is 1 ball and 1 strike. So the Bad Cats certainly will be represented pretty well at the Sunflower Collegiate League All-Star Game on July the 5th at Hobart Detter Field. They throw over again, and again, Raj dives back in safely. Matt Howell, also forgot to mention him, also an all-star. Been killer ever since the Bad Cats started bringing him out of the bullpen. 1-1's up high to Silva, 2 balls and 1 strike. Bradley Neal looks in, shakes off the first sign. Now he's got something, looks over at first again. And here is the pitch. Silva takes it down low, and he wanted the call, didn't get it. 3-1. Visible frustration there from Bradley Neal. Hasn't walked anybody to this point, but The 3-1 count, dangerous to Silva. And the pitch as he was off to the races. Rogers going to slide into it at the back of the bag, and they got him again. Foofless, another good throw. Rogers caught stealing for the second time in this game. And Kingman still holding that 1-0 lead as we head for the bottom of the third here on the Bad Cats Media Network.
Right here in the center of the whole USA, on the bend of a river, in the heart of the sunflower state. Great people, great places, great band. You've got a day, a weekend, or a lifetime to spend with so many things to offer. Come again and again for great people, great places, great band. Great people, great places, great band.
We've all heard what they say about us. Flyover state, middle of nowhere, a bunch of country folk. Go ahead and fly on over. There's nothing going on. Nowhere to be. And yeah, we've got a lot of hard-working, entrepreneurial, best neighbor you could ask for farm families. We're proud of Kansas, and that's why we built our entire network for it. Next Tech Wireless, keeping Kansans connected.
We're back here at George Arnsdorf Memorial Field in Kingman, the home of the Kingman Islanders. Their first season here in the Sunflower Collegiate League after moving from Cheney. They're kind of the, don't want to say B team, but more like a farm squad for the Cheney Diamond Dogs. And kind of worked under the same umbrella. Now Kingman becoming their own entity. And leading off this inning for the Islanders is going to be Gavin Barada. Takes the first pitch from Peyton Tinkler as a ball, 1-0. Ready to deal a 1-0 pitch, and that one catches the outside corner strike, 1-1. Really interesting the layout here at Riverside Park. And we have what appears to be a boat moored out in center field with a group of fans on. Of course, as per usual, some trucks out there. People enjoying the game away from the grandstands as this one's outside, 2 balls and a strike. But the boat, I must say, is new. That's something that you're not going to find everywhere you go.
Never heard anybody say I'm gonna take my boat to the baseball game today.
It's a 2-1 swing and a miss from Barada. And the count evens up at 2-2. I mean, they were definitely making a scene driving down behind the ballpark. They were honking the horn, making sure everybody knew the boat had arrived. 2-2 pitch from Tink. Foul tip just stayed alive. Looked like Allen almost was able to squeeze that. Count stays 2-2. Tinkler deals, tried to pick out the outside corner. That one fought off. Good swing there from Barada. Able to stay alive, reaching for it. After Barada will be Cruz and then Jarovich, top of the order. Here's the 2-2. And this one slapped over towards third. Glove by Musto. The throw is right on the money to Simon Larinaga. And there's one away. So now it is the top of the order. Jesus Cruz steps in.
So we'll have the top of the lineup. Jesus Cruz.
Cruz walked his first time around.
Jesus comes to us from Taft College.
And the first pitch, he thinks about squaring to bunt, and pulled it back. It was called a strike anyway.
He is from Puerto Rico.
Tinkler gets himself ahead. 0-1. That one at eye level. 1 ball and 1 strike. And Tink's still trying to find the zone with regularity as this one picks the outside corner. A strike. Cruz not a fan. He's now behind 1-2. Think looking for the strikeout. That one too far outside. And the count's 2-2. Tinkler set at the belt. Here's the pitch. Getting too far outside. Not getting enough break to get to that corner. 3-2.
Full count.
Cruz being patient at the plate as well. Tinkler get into the strike zone. Bats with the open stance. 3-2. And he's going to get punched out in the outside corner. Strike 3. He went out there 3 straight times trying to pick out that outside corner. Was far, then he was close, and then he got it. Tinkler with 2 strikeouts, and that brings up Gavin Jarovich, who's now hitting over 300 with that first hit. Previously, Cruz had been the only Islander hitting higher than 300. First pitch, and Jarovich takes a mighty whack and misses, 0-1. Huge swing there, and obviously one of them tough situations, getting the chain turned around on you. That's how aggressive that swing was on that last pitch. 0-1. Slider broke a little too much, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. So the count 1-1, the pitch to Jarovich, and see that one snuck right to the inside corner for a little front door action, and it's 1-2. That's when you know it's working good for Tinkler. He's looking to make it back-to-back strikeouts, but this one's going to be launched to left field, base hit. That came flying off the bat, and Jarovich is now 2 for 2 in this one. Some 2-out life for the Islanders. Brings up Hogan Shelby, who in his last 2 at-bats has hit the 2 double plays, if you count his last at-bat yesterday and then his first one today. Luckily for him, there's 2 outs. Can't do it this time. Here's the first pitch, and this one a chopper hit towards the middle, and this one fielded by Malone. Throws first in. That will end the inning. A little 2-out base hit from Gavin Jarovich, but the Islanders can't do anything with it. And we're headed for the 4th inning. 1-0 Kingman.
This is Alex Rogers. You're watching Batcat Baseball on the Batcat Media Network.
Not much doing offensively for either side so far through 3 innings. 1-0 Kingman. They got that on an RBI ground out. Batcats, a good part of the order up here in the top of the 4th inning. 2-3-4 starts with Riley Silva against Bradley Neal. First pitch to him, and this one smoked to the right side. This one's stopped by Perez. Going to be a tough play at the bag, but Neal gets there in time.
Nice throw by the first baseman. Nice cover by Bradley Neal. We've got 1 away.
That is the first out, and that brings up Simon Larinaga. Larinaga's hit his version of a funk. A little bit slow recently after a explosive start to the season with 6 home runs, but only 1 hit in his last 4. This one's up high, 1-0. Last game, June the 28th against the Monarchs, 0 for 5 with a hat trick. This one fouled off. One ball, 1 strike. Larranaga digs back in. Neal's pitch. And again, that off-speed action. Making it difficult for Simon. He struck out on that pitch his first time up in the first inning. Now it's 1-2. There's the 1-2 looking for the strikeout again, and this time he just gets Simon window shopping. Strikes out for the second time.
That'll bring up Christian Musto.
Now it's Colby Christian. Batcats continuing with just 1 hit now through 3 2/3 innings offensively. Neal really settled in here. What's so far been his best outing of the season. First pitch breaking ball strike. Count 0-1 quickly into his motion. The pitch inside to Colby Christian, 1-1. Batcats headed for the All-Star break after this 4-game set with Kingman. Next game back at Al Burns Memorial Field, and then it goes and finishes, I should say, here in Kingman. The final game will be on Sunday. It looks like Colby fouled that one off of himself, and we'll try and walk it off. Simon Larranaga a little fired up and taking a step away from the rest of the team in the dugout. He's just not going his way as of late, with now up to 5 strikeouts in his last 7 plate appearances. It's 1-2 count. Breaking ball that's popped up to center field straight away as Farmer trotting to his left. Trying to track this one down. Took a little more movement than he originally expected, but he does make the catch. And that is out number 3. And Batcats go silently in the top of the 4th inning. Still 1-0 Kingman, as it looks like Bodie Waller is checking into the game for Simon Larranaga at first base.
Those of you who are not.
This is Batcats assistant coach Jonathan Mariani, and you're watching Batcats Baseball on the Batcats Media Network.
So Bodie Waller will check in at first base as a defensive replacement for Simon Larranaga. Saw him a little frustrated walking outside of the dugout. And Roger Ward decided to make that switch as this one's on the ground over to third base. Musto fields. The throw to Waller's right where it needs to be. And that is out number 1, Jace Russell. First pitch swinging. Peyton Tinkler Still just looking for a clean frame. I think that would do a lot for him. Just mentally. He's had a lot of traffic. I think just that would bring some confidence back into his game in general, and then he can start pitching with some more ferocity. Cesar Farmer at the plate. First pitch is outside, 1-0. Tinkler at the belt. Here's the pitch. Fastball strike, 1-1. Tinkler's, for him, it's always just about his location. That is what is going to make him successful on any given day. Because the stuff's always there, the break's normally there, the fastball, the velocity's there. It's just about being able to mix it up, find good spots right there. He went high and got a swing and a miss from Farmer. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And he punches him out on the outside corner, and Tinkler's got 3 strikeouts.
Strike 3. That's 2 away.
Tinkler with 2 quick outs, and this brings up Eric Fufulis. Catcher's done a great job defensively behind the plate. He's caught Alex Rogers twice in this game, which is not a lot of catchers, either in the Sunflower League or the Jayhawk Conference, can say they've done. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away by Fufulis, 0-1. Fufulis hit by a pitch his first time around. Comes into this at bat, hitting .268. Tinkler's 0-1. Check swing. They will appeal for that swing, and they say he went to. Like Fufulis knew it as well, so it's 0-2. Now Tinkler really looking for that 1-2-3 inning. That one up just high. Counts 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sent at the mount again. Here's the pitch. That one too far outside and low. Good block there from Connor Allen, even with nobody on. Good job sliding across as that one slid out towards the left-handed batter's box. So now it's even. Looking for a little more competitive pitch from Tinkler. This one a high chopper, left side of the infield. Malone Fields throws, and that's in time, and that's the man we know back again. Peyton Tinkler with a 1-2-3 bottom of the 4th inning. Now just looking for his offense to give him some support as we're into the 5th, 1-0 Kingman.
Options. Everyone likes them, and at Office Products Incorporated, we offer options. Shop by phone or by having one of our OPI specialty salespeople call on you to help you find solutions. Shop online at OPIKAN.com to place your order directly or search for solutions, or come to one of our 4 store locations, Great Bend, Larned, Russell, and Hayes, to shop in person. OPI offers you these options for your shopping convenience. Which do you prefer?
Everything you need to power your business. OPI.
In today's world full of change, it's nice to come across the simple things like consistency, reliability. And when it comes to the comfort in your home, one thing you won't have to worry about is the reliability of a Lennox furnace and air conditioner. Steeder Contractors has been your Lennox dealer in Central Kansas for over 37 years. We've beefed up our inventory and are prepared to deliver the same quality Steeder service that you've come to expect. When you need a high-efficiency heating and air system, rely on Steeder Contractors in Great Bend for service you can depend on, prices you can trust.
And we're back to action here in Kingman. Adam Musto going to lead off in the top of the fifth with the Batcats still looking for that first run after 17 runs yesterday. They haven't been able to get anything going against Bradley Neal, the right-hander. Been dealing. Batcats haven't had more than one base runner in any given inning. First pitch misses outside. It's 1 ball, no strikes, and for the most part, they haven't even put the ball in the air. That Colby Christian fly out to end the top of the fourth inning was the only fly out of the game so far. 1-0, and Musto is going to rip one to right center. That'll be a base hit for Musto. See if the Batcats can get themselves out of neutral now with a leadoff runner. You can see Brady Kreitzer talking to Connor Allen, trying to get him fired up and trying to get this offense fired up.
Malone in the hole. Nobody out.
So will this be something for the Batcats as Connor Allen steps in 1 for 1? That was the Batcats' second hit of the game from Adam Musto. He has his lead, and here is the first pitch to Allen, high and tight. One ball, no strikes. They throw over on Musto. He gets back in there, but he's got a big frame. Can easily get back in. Musto doesn't get particularly big leads, just a couple of steps. Here's the pitch to Allen. This one fouled off. So the count moves to 1-1. Not a 256 hitter, but he's a guy that makes things happen. He finds ways on base, whether it's the hit by pitch, which he's had several, and 8 walks on the season as well. So very patient. 1-0. Went golfing for that one, though, and missed it 1-2. Allen's jumped around in the lineup. He stayed mostly in the middle portion of it, though. He's hit a little bit of cleanup, hit 5th, and now in the 6th hole. Trying to find a spot where he starts to feel comfortable, get the pitches that he can do damage with as this is fouled away.
Sponsored by Chad Osborne Agency and Shelter Insurance. For auto, home,
So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
See Chad Osborne, 126 West A Avenue, Kingman, Kansas.
Pitch from Neal. Low and away, 2-2. Pretty good crowd out here in Kingman today. Much more than they typically got at Seeds games when they were playing in Cheney, out at the Cheney Sports Complex. So definitely the community embracing these Islanders. They also really kind of fit in with the whole theme. They do the whole theme here at George Arnsdorf Memorial Field as Musto takes off, gets into second after that ball was dropped by Fufalis.
Not really a lot of urgency out of him after that blocked ball.
Just kind of let it sit there. Didn't think Musto was going to go. He took off, got in. Yeah, but here in Kingman, they do the whole Islander thing. They're playing the Islander music. Reminds me as an East Coaster of the Ocean City Boardwalk in New Jersey. Here's the 3-2. That one tight to Connor Allen. Works his 9th walk of the season.
Allen will draw a walk.
It's the first walk given up by Neal, and this is probably the best opportunity the Batcats have had to score all day. 2 on and none out. Will there be a chance to lay down the bunt? That's always the question.
Riverside Park. Our restrooms are located.
As we will see a mound visit here, Jake Graber, the pitching coach, steps out to talk with Neal. Been really locked in, but then Gives up the hit to Adam Musto, walks Connor Allen on the 3-2 pitch. Now you got Kreitzer at the plate. Did damage yesterday with that 3-run pinch hit home run, but I think the question that is on a lot of people's mind is this a situation where you lay down the bunt with the offense kind of struggling?
I mean, honestly, it's just up to the coach.
Because I think it really is a feel thing.
It is, and Brady's not a bad brat, so I mean maybe taking it out of his hands wouldn't be the best idea. And you know we got Ray, so Ray up next, and I think we got a good opportunity here. I say we just swing away.
So we're ready to go as Kreitzer steps in. Neal going to stay in there. And Kreitzer does square to bunt. That one got high and tight on him. Fabian Perez really cheating up over at first base. They get dugout chatting with him. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Little pump throw back to second after that step off. That time asked for by Brady Kreitzer. And now we're into the mind games. One guy steps off, then the batter calls time. Let's have 2 runners on, down 1-0 in the top of the 5th. They're going to let Kreitzer swing here. He sharply grounds one to the left side. That gets through a base hit. They're going to wave around Adam Musto. Here comes the throw from Shelby, and it is not in time. It got away from the catcher, Fufulis. And the bad catch score, 1 Brady Kreitzer with the RBI single. And you had the right idea there, Ian. You got a hot bat and Kreitzer at the plate. You got to let him swing. So now all of a sudden we have a tie game, and the Bad Cats still have 2 runners on and none out. Rathan Malone at the plate. Malone had sit the last few games in favor of Dre Amaro, who had come back from injury. They're going to try again, think about laying down the bunt. Pulled back by Ray, and that one was high, 1-0.
Seems to be getting a little flustered there. Neal is on with this traffic on the bases. Can't seem to get comfortable.
He hasn't had to work out of the stretch much, and he's had 2 in this inning since the start. Again, they'll square with Malone, and that one's high, 2-0. Again, we'll see if they keep this on. Malone is struggling at the plate at 169. He's likely to get something he can hit. Here's the pitch. They're going to let Ray swing away here, and he pops it up to the left side. Barada looks over there, but that one gets out of play. That's 2 balls and 1 strike.
Edward Jones Financials ask you to make the world a better place.
Been a completely different ball game here in Kingman than the one we saw yesterday. Bad Cats took the lead early and then just turned into an absolute rout in favor of the Bad Cats, and this one been much tighter. Pitching been better on both sides. Two-1. Well, I'm going to square a bunt, pops it up, and it was behind the plate. That one went off the screen, so it's a 2-2 count.
All right, so it's 2-2. He gets a sign.
Malone likely swinging away here with 2 strikes. You're looking for the first out of the inning. Here's the pitch, and he's going to get it there as Malone watches one at the bottom part of the zone for strike 3. Five strikeouts for Nilo at this point, and he's just looking to keep this a tie ball game. Nieves trying to give the Bad Cats the lead. Nieves struck out on 3 pitches his first time around.
think this could be a good situation where JoJo maybe lays down one of his little drag bunts.
Expecting one might be coming. Fabian Perez steps up over at first base. Swing and a miss there from JoJo. It's 0-1. See if Perez comes up again after looked like JoJo swinging away there. Again, he's gonna settle out a little bit. Here's the 0-1. That one in for a strike as well, and now Perez will move back probably towards typical position with 2 strikes. Very unlikely that JoJo will try and lay anything down here. Connor Allen leads off a second. Kreitzer off first. 1-1 game now in the top of the 5th inning. Neal looks back at second, delivers, and this one on the ground, left side. Scooped up there by Cruz, throws to second, and that one gets away from Wallachek. Coming home to score is Connor Allen, and that's a tough way to give up the lead, 2-1. The Bad Cats now have the advantage.
Davis going to end up at second base.
Davis got to second after that errant throw by Cruz. It looked like he was just a little too invested in trying to turn a double play there. And didn't get the sure out, and that cost his squad a run. Now the Bad Cats have 2 in scoring position for Alex Rogers. First pitch to him, and it's a curve and in for a strike. So it's 0-1. Nieves not given an RBI for that. That's the second error on Kingman. They had 4 errors yesterday. Infield in for the Islanders. 0-1, and Raj rips one out to left field, but this one right at Shelby, makes the catch. Tagging from third is Kreitzer. Throw is offline, and it's a 3-1 Bat Cats lead. Alex Rogers does his job at the plate with the sac fly.
That's going to be a sac fly for another run. We've got 2 away. The batter is Silva.
Bat Cats with a 2-run lead, and Riley Silva comes up to the plate. They threw over to third to appeal that Kreitzer tagged. Umpire says he did. First pitch to Silva, a little broken bat flare, left center field. Cruz going back, and he jumps up and he makes the catch. And that ends the inning, but the Bad Cats get 3 runs. Got a little help from the Kingman defense, too, as they lead by a pair, going to the bottom of the 5th here on the Bad Cats Media Network.
This is your catcher, Grant Farlander, and you're watching Bad Cats Baseball on the Bad Cats Media Network.
Batcats have flipped the script, taking the lead 3-1 after they tallied 3 in the top of the 5th inning. Islanders will look for a response here in the bottom half. Bottom of the order up, though, Wallachek, Perez, and Barada. Wallachek, who reached on a fielder's choice, also drove in the Islanders' only run as he swings and does the little spin around as this one is out towards shallow right. And this will be caught by Kreitzer, 1 away.
Gathered in for 1 away. Batter will be Fabian Perez.
And this brings up Fabian Perez. And as a pitcher, when someone does the little 360 spin, is that something you enjoy looking at, or does that take you off?
No, it's definitely something that you enjoy as a pitcher just because it wasn't obviously the prettiest swing that he just got off, and so it's definitely a big confidence booster.
And we're going to get another pop-up, this time from Perez, again right side, and again Brady Kreitzer, and same result, makes the catch. So 2 pop-outs to second base.
2 outs.
2 away. Gavin Barada at the plate. I think they're trying to make it another 1-2-3 inning as he's caught his stride. Retired the last 6 Islanders.
Comes to us from Lamar University.
Lamar University product, left-handed bat, steps in, first pitch. Not there. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Tinkler at the belt, the pitch. And that misses outside, 2-0. And the pitch, and this one going to be ripped over to second base, and Brady Kreitzer makes another catch. 3 catches for Brady Kreitzer in that inning, 2 pop-outs and 1 line-out, and that gets Tinkler out of the inning. Pitch is 5 solid. Looks like his day might be done. This is a lot of handshakes as he comes off the field. Pitched well tonight and gave the Batcats every opportunity to win. They lead by 2 going to the 6th here on the Batcats Media Network.
This is infielder Colter Maldonado, and you're watching Batcats Baseball on the Batcats Media Network.
And back at Kingman, Bodie Waller going to lead off for the Batcats. Getting his first at-bat coming in for Simon Larinaga. First pitch to Bodie, waves and misses, 0-1. We do apologize, had a little bit of a frozen camera situation there for a little bit. There's the 0-1, and Waller watches it down low. That's 1 ball and 1 strike. As we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Waller dominated yesterday with 7 RBIs, 2 home runs. Now leads the Batcats in RBIs as this one fouled back. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Foul balls happen. Don't be surprised. See Chad Osborne at Shelter Insurance for a free protection review.
Waller steps back in. There's Bradley Neal, stays on the mound. The pitch is swing and a miss from Waller, and he's out on strikes. So now it'll be Colby Christian coming in. Comes in 0 for 2. Here's the first pitch to him. And this one on the ground, left side. That gets through the left side of the infield. Base hit for Colby. Christian now 1 for 3 on the day, and that will bring up Adam Musto.
Allen on deck. Kreitzer in the hole. We've got 1 away.
Musto 1 for 2, and he got the Batcats going in the 5th inning with a base hit to right, and allowed them to bring those 3 runs across. Gotta keep things going for the Cats here. First pitch, swing and a miss from Musto, and the count is 0-1. Neal trying to hang tough here for these Kingman Islanders. Didn't get help from his fielding there in that last inning, and a poor error on Jesus Cruz. Cost him probably 2 runs as if he gets 1 out, and he just doesn't rush that throw to second base. They get an out even if they don't turn 2, and it's 2-1. Actually, no, would have just still stayed at 1-1 as there were runners on first and second. He made that poor throw, got away from Ben Wallachek. That allowed the run to score, and then there's still only 1 out, so that let Alex Rogers hit a sac fly. As this one smoked over to first base. Perez hits it off of his chest. He'll only have 1 play there, and he goes to first and gets the out, 2 away.
Christian will advance to second base. We've got 2 away.
So Colby's in scoring position.
Out of the things you can control from Neal, it's definitely one of those things that the air is uncontrollable, and I mean, he's kept his composure pretty good throughout the game and kept on competing for the Islanders.
Yeah, and he hasn't let kind of a poor start to the season bother him at all. Came in today to compete, even though he had gotten shelled in his pretty much every appearance he had made so far. First pitch to Connor Allen, swing and a miss. 0-1 as Allen has reached base twice in this game. 1 hit, 1 walk. Set and delivery. This one kind of comes inside on Connor. He takes it, 1-1. One ball game. Batcats have the lead. We're into the 6th here in Kingman. Delivery, and Connor crushes this ball deep left field. Going back on it is Shelby, and he jumps and he makes the catch right against the fence. That was robbery.
That's 3 away.
And that saves a run from coming across for the Batcats. It'll stay 3-1. As we head for the bottom of the 6th inning here on the Batcats Media Network.
This is left-handed pitcher, outfielder Matthew Howell, and you're watching the Batcats on Batcat Media Network.
Back on the Batcats Media Network. First pitch to Jesus Cruz. Misses for a ball, 1-0. Swings at the second pitch, and this was fouled away. So the count will be 1-1. That one drifts a little outside, but actually did catch the corner. 1-2. Batcats have a new arm on the mound. As I mentioned, Peyton Tinkler came off looking like he was going to be done, and he was, and now it's Matt Nedved that's into the game for the Batcats. Cruz is going to get hit there and puts a runner on first base. Now they're trying to get something going off one of the better pitchers in Sunflower Collegiate League, as I mentioned. Matt Nedved voted an all-star. So this brings up Gavin Jurovich. First pitch to Gavin, smoked to third, dropped by Musto, throws to second to get one. They might get a double play out of this, and not going to be in time at first.
Picks it up, recovers to get Cruz at second base.
So there's one out now, still a runner on
Here's
first.
A fellow that just made that catch in left field, and that is the best play I've seen in Kingman this summer. Hogan Shelby.
So this brings up Hogan Shelley with one away. Thanks again for joining us here on the Batcats Media Network. Mark McCord joined by Ian Lanik. As this one's going to be popped up, flared more like into right center, and Kreitzer can't make the catch. It drops, and that allows Jurovich to get to second. Shelby now on first with that base hit. And Nedved straight into this game. Hasn't had the success that he's been hoping for. Nedved this season, 16 2/3 innings of action, 16 strikeouts, 4 walks, 1.62 ERA, and a 2-0 record. Kind of been the man all around for the Batcats, and it's impressive for a guy who really didn't see a ton of action in the spring.
He didn't, but he's obviously out here competing and taking advantage of every opportunity he's given.
That one drifted outside to Jace Russell, who's 0 for 2. Islanders designated hitter. (1-0), and Russell chops one left side. Malone's got to wait for it. He'll throw to second to get one. Kreitzer just going to eat it. And that puts runners on the corners with 2 away.
Nice play by Jurovich on the bases. He'll end up at third. Shelby's out at second. Russell's on first. We got runners in the corners.
Russell reaches on that fielder's choice. They're on the corners for Ezra Farmer. Lefty-lefty battle. Farmer has one hit already, ripped one the other way in the second inning. Came around to score the Islanders' only run. First pitch to him here, and that was down low, 1-0. Nedved ready to deliver, 1-0 pitch. This one hit hard on the ground, past the diving Kreitzer into center field. That'll score a run, and it's now 3-2 on that RBI single from Ezra Farmer. There's Jurovich that came around to score. Russell gets to second base, and looked like as Jurovich was kind of jumping up and down, hoping that
will bring up
Russell will take an extra base as it took some time out in right center field for anyone to get the ball. But there are 2 on, 2 out. Tying run is in scoring position for Kingman. Eric Fufulis at the plate. First pitch to him. That one misses away, 1-0. Fufulis 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch in the second, grounded out in the fourth. And the 1-0. That one in for a strike. The count moves to 1-1. Nedved trying to keep this lead intact for Great Bend as we head towards the latter innings of this one. 1-1 pitch. Fufulis watches it by for a strike. 1-2. Now he's got to defend. Nedved's ready to go. Pitches from the third base side of the rubber. And the 1-2 pitch fought off by Fufulis.
Chris Human of Edward Jones Financial
Fufulis stays alive. I'll live to see one more with the Islanders still waiting. Tying run on second base. 3-2 game. 1-2 pitch. It's too far inside for Nettie to get the call, and it's 2-2. Nedved set at the chin. 2-2. That one's outside, and this count is full. The inning continues. Ben Wallachek is on deck.
Everybody be moving.
Runners will be moving for Kingman. They're off. Here's the pitch from Nedved. This one, a flare center field, going out Malone, coming in. Silva dives, can't make the catch. 1 run scores. The game's tied at 3. As Russell gets across the plate, Silva inches away from making a great play that would end the inning.
Russell comes around to score.
Farmer to third base. Fufulis gets the RBI. We got a new ball game in the top, or in the bottom of the 6th. My apologies. Now Ben Wallachek trying to give Kingman the lead with runners on the corners. First pitch from Nedved, and that's in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Ben Wallachek, Wichita, Kansas.
Tough way for the Cats to lose it, going to Nedved, who's been one of their best arms in relief. He just hasn't had it so far in this one as Wallachek lifts one to the left side of the infield. Musto makes the catch. That ends the inning, but the Kingman Islanders get to Matt Nedved, get 2 across the plate. We're tied at 3 as we go to the 7th here in Kingman.
Tie the ball game. It's
This is infielder Brady Kreitzer. You're watching Batcats Baseball on Batcats Media Network.
Welcome back to Kingman, where the Islanders and the Bad Cats are tied at 3 apiece. New pitcher into the game for Kingman, and that is going to be Derek Johnson, left-hander from Hutch Junior College. That gets leading off with Brady Kreitzer at the plate as this one's fouled off. It's 1-1. Kreitzer gave the Bad Cats the tie back in the 5th inning. RBI single up the gut with runners on first and second. Now hit with the bases empty. 1-1 from Johnson. That's a strike in there, 1-2. Johnson's really been the premier reliever for the Islanders to this point in the season. Has an ERA of 3.43, a 3-1 record. This is his 9th appearance out of the pen. He's at 18 1/3 innings as that breaking ball was high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Johnson has the sign, the 2-2. Fouled off by Kreitzer. Final line in this game for Bradley Neal. He goes 6 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs. 2 of those runs were earned, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts for Neal. Easily his best outing to this point of the season. 2-2 from Johnson is on the inside corner, and Kreitzer strikes out.
Kreitzer strikes out. That strikeout sponsored.
That'll bring up Rathan Malone.
Sean and Christy Snyder out at Eagles Pub at Golf Course. Thank you, Sean and Christy.
Malone 0 for 2 with a pop out and a strikeout in this one. Got himself behind, though, in that at bat last time up when he was trying to bunt. So really only got to swing away twice in that at bat. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch from Johnson. That one bounced before it got to home plate. 1-1. This Kingman team known for being scrappy, even though their record isn't quite what they've been looking for. 6-13 conference play. But they've given every team a run for their money. A little broken bat. Flare to right. That's a base hit.
That's going to fall safely. We've got 1 out and 1 on.
So the Bad Cats are in business here in the 7th inning.
And Silva.
Take a look at the rest of the Sunflower Collegiate League here tonight. A couple of games that either have yet to start or possibly having rain issues. 3-1-6 and Newton. They're supposed to play a doubleheader today, but neither of those games underway at this point, at least to our knowledge. Hutch up 8-2 against the Hayesville Aviators at Hobart Detter. Hutch won yesterday 5-4 in 12 innings. Kind of hurts the Bad Cats' run for the top of the division as JoJo Nieves comes in and takes a strike. 0-1. Cheney's got non-league today. They are playing the Kansas Cannons up 3-1 at the bottom of the 5th. Derby and Mulvane also scheduled to play, but that game is supposed to start at 7 and doesn't appear to have started yet. 1 from Derek Johnson. Down low, and the count's 1-1. Nieves reached on a fielder's choice and struck out so far in this evening's game. Ready to go again, Nieves. Johnson set at the belt and throws over to first. Well, no issues getting back in there safely. One ball and 1 strike count. Johnson looks at first, steals. Nieves smokes it foul into the Kingman dugout.
After the game, we are going to have
Jesus Cruz goes out to collect that one, throw it back to the dugout. And 1 ball and 2 strikes. Johnson doing the walk around the mound here. Turf infield, natural grass outfield. Recently turfed, I might add here, at George Arnsdorf Memorial Field. One-two. Inside part of the plate misses 2-2. Field name for George Arnsdorf, who was a fixture here at Riverside Park, mainly as an umpire. Count 2 balls and 2 strikes. And here's the pitch from Johnson. That is inside, 3-2.
Well, it wasn't unanimous, but he called it a ball.
A full count, big pitch coming from Johnson. Runner on first with this game tied at 3. Here's the pitch. Hit foul by Nieves, staying alive. Johnson started off this inning with a strikeout of Brady Kreitzer, gave a flare single to Rathan Malone, and now he's at war with Joe Nieves in the batter's box. Something's got to give, though, at some point. Johnson shakes the first 2 from Foofless. Now he has his sign. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. First base is occupied, even though it was dropped. Nieves is going to be out.
That's 2 away.
So the lineup turns over and brings up Alex Rogers.
Cats, Rogers, Silva, and Waller.
Rogers 0 for 1, but he's reached twice and has a sac fly. Has been caught stealing twice in this game. Foofless set his number in that regard. Here's the first pitch to him as the runner's on the move. Throw down by Foofless is going to be a little too loopy. Got over the top as not sure what the conversation here. Toby Munson exploding out of the dugout, and they're going to call batter's interference on Rogers.
Therefore, the
runner is automatically out. Now here's Roger Ward to talk with the home plate umpire. He's incensed about that call.
Rogers
it looked like it was going to be an easy stolen base either way, and instead Malone is called out.
The Islanders go into the bottom of the 7th, tied. Perez will lead it off.
The umpires will get together with this, but I don't
have a special announcement.
think there's going to be a change here.
Any pressure on anybody, but I just got a message.
We'll see how this turns out as Roger Ward is at the first baseline. It's called out. Rogers is frustrated, and he'll have an extra word with the umpire.
That's just good for the Islanders.
Just not done with this conversation. Now Connor Allen's going to get involved in it.
And you got to wonder if Chad Osborne has the insurance on that thing. I don't know.
And now here's Roger Ward again, probably to get Alex out of there. Don't want to get him removed from the ball game. And after all that action, we end up at the same spot. The inning's over. It's 3-3. Going to the bottom of the 7th. Time to stretch here in Kingman.
This is Batcats outfielder Dawson French. You're watching Batcats Baseball on the Batcats Media Network.
Back at Kingman. Got a close one here, 3-3. Batcats had the 3-1 edge. A little comeback from Kingman got them back into this one. It's Fabian Perez softly lines one to short, caught by Rathan Malone. That'll bring up Gavin Barada, the 9-hole. Barada's 0 for 2 with a ground out and a line out. Nedved into his motion, deals inside 1-0. This is game 2 of this 4-game series. Game 3 back at Alburns tomorrow at 7 o'clock, and then the series concludes here in Kingman at 3 o'clock on Sunday. And a foul ball there, so it's 1-1. Here's the delivery, and Barada fouls it away, so the count's now 1-2. Nedved gave up a pair of runs in his first inning of work. RBI singles to Ezra Farmer and Eric Fufalis. Didn't put the Batcats behind, which was the keys. That one missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nedved winds and deals. Too far outside on that breaker. It's got really good action at 12-6.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those that pops out of the hand and just kind of glides or floats, if you will, across the zone. Makes it really hard on the lefty hitters, especially to get good wood on it.
This one to center field. Riley Silva makes this catch, and Barada's out.
The game's turned into more velocity now, and everything's hard, and it's nice to see a little loopy curveball to get me over.
I like it. It's good action. I mean, I really like to see the surgical precision in the game. It's a way that you can be successful. Doesn't always have to be throwing triple digits.
Yeah.
And this one on the ground from Jesus Cruz. Brady Kreitzer should have no issue with this one. Throws to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Nedved. A good bounce back after he gave up 2 in the bottom of the 6th inning. We're going to the 8th, still tied at 3.
This is outfielder Riley Silva, and you're watching Batcats Baseball on the Batcats Media Network.
We still have a 3-3 game now into the 8th inning, so this one's going to be decided late either way. Batcats will have, I believe it'll start out with Silva, because I think technically Rogers is the one that's called out on the interference. Yeah, the Batcats lineup starting to get, Batcats dugout starting to get fired up as Riley Silva comes to the plate.
Need something to get us going.
First pitch. High tight to Silva, 1-0. Silva 3 non-threatening out so far, 2 ground outs and a pop out. comes the 1-0. That one dropped low, but there's a check swing. They're going to say that he went. And that one's not going to do anybody any favors, I'm telling you, because we talked about this on the broadcast countless times. How in the world can a guy standing at first see if a lefty swung? 1-1 pitch, fouled back, and it's 1-2. That's one thing I'll never understand.
Nope, and not even, that didn't even look close. It just looked like he flinched.
And the count's 1-2, so we'll let dig back in behind. And a pitch. Up high, 2-2. Cats have had some late inning heroics in previous games. Time called here by Riley Silva. Wasn't sure if he was going to get that one from the home plate umpire pretty late. We're ready for the 2-2. Silva choking up on the bat here. Trying to defend the zone. Derek Johnson ready, deals. And this one hit the other way, left field in the air. Skipping back, and Shelby makes the catch. So there's one out for Bodie Waller. Waller's 0 for 1 with a strikeout.
Christian on deck. Must go in the hole.
So here we got a little teammate battle. Bodie Waller against Derek Johnson, both Hutch Blue Dragons in the spring. First pitch, and swing and a miss from Bodie, 0-1. Bodie came in the 4th inning of this one, replacing Simon Laranagi, who's over 2 with 2 strikeouts. No 1 to Waller, and another swing and a miss, 0-2. Johnson looking strong. Big hole in the left side of the infield here for Bodie. He's not exclusively a pull hitter. Big choke up for him here, looking for some more control. That one's outside, 1-2. Ready for another 1-2 pitch. Johnson ready. And here he comes. That one's inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bodie trying to get anything going here for the Bat Cats. They've been able to produce runs in 1 inning, and that was in the top of the 5th when they scored 3. Johnson's 2-2. So a curveball that's hit well out to deep right field. Jurovich is going back on it, and he makes the catch, crashing into the fence. And Waller upset. He missed that one by inches. And I'm not sure, Ian. I'm seeing these balls come flying off the bat. They look the same with Connor Allen's. I mean, it's only 320 down the line, but it just seems like forever.
Both those seem like they definitely could have gone to distance, but just fell short by a couple feet, inches.
2 outs. The batter is Christian.
And that brings up Colby Christian.
Must go on deck. Allen in the hole.
Colby 1 for 3. Had to hit his last time up. Going to get a 2-out rally started in the top of the 8th. First pitch to him. And it's in for a strike. Johnson set again. And the pitch, this one smoked to third, caught by Barada, and that ends the inning. Batcats have 2 balls absolutely crushed, and they result in 2 outs. We go to the bottom of the 8th, still 3-3.
This is pitcher David Stewart. You're watching Batcats Media Network, home of the Great Bend Batcats.
Here in Kingman with a 3-3 ball game. Matt Nedved stays on the mound. Trying to get this one to the ninth with the Batcats a chance to take the lead. 2-3-4 due up. Kevin Drovich at the plate. 1-1 on the pitch. Outside from Nedved, 2-1. Each team has led at some point in this game. Kingman took the early lead. Batcats answered and made it 3-1 as this one ripped to the left side, base hit.
Gavin going to turn first.
Gavin will stay at first base. This brings up Hogan Shelby, and the Islanders in business. Shelby 1 for 3, hit into a double play, grounded out, and a single to right. First pitch from here, he's going to square to bunt. This one popped up and behind. That one gets out of play, 0-1. We'll say it's difficult to get these bunts down in this league for any team, really. I will say, watching a month worth of baseball, has been a lot more fails than successes. Going to try again, missed that one on the attempt, 0-2. Officially into July here for the Sunflower Collegiate League. Season continuing to roll along. 0-2, pitch from Nedved, and Shelby gives one a ride to center field, but Silva's got a beat, makes the catch, and that is out number 1.
1 out, 1 on. Batter is Russell.
And this is now the designated hitter, Jace Russell. 0 for 3. That was another one that sounded off the bat like it was going to carry an awful lot farther than it ended up.
We're seeming to have more of those than we are anything tonight.
First pitch, that's inside, 1-0.
Hard hit balls that just can't seem to find the green.
At all, and that one sounded like it exploded off the bat, but Silva really never seemed like he was troubled at all making that play. 1-0, and that's in for a strike, and it's 1-1. Russell comes into this at bat hitting just 153 for 17. And the 1-1 pitch. Pops this one into foul ground. That one's going to get out of play. Brody Waller's teammate's going to do him a favor and make him not run all the way over that down there, because that was a good 15, 20 feet out of play. ready for a 1-2. And Nedved will throw over to first before we get it. Nedved rolling with 2 1/3 innings so far. 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned, no walks and no strikeouts on his line so far. 1-2. Give him his first strikeout. Swing and a miss from Russell.
Swinging strike 3.
And this brings up Ezra Farmer.
Not sure what he was looking for in that at-bat, swinging at that on a 1-2
It looked
count.
like a fastball too,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
it didn't look like it had anything deceiving to it.
Farmer is 2 for 3, so a dangerous bat at the plate. First pitch strike from Nedved. Jurovich gets his lead. And the pitch from Nedved. It was inside, a little bit of a turn. Started there from Farmer, but didn't go around anywhere near. And a 1-1 count. Pitch from Nedved. Drifts too far outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Nedved's fallen behind a couple of times, but hasn't walked anybody yet. And that one misses outside 3-1, so some danger here. Doesn't look like there's really a bullpen.
No, I think
Here, it looks like it may be away from the field of play, so Brett Allen's getting warm just outside of the dugout. The runner on the move here as this is outside ball 4, and that puts 2 on. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be definitely a little bit more of an adjustment than you would expect if you're going to come into the game.
Yep, I think there's a little mound area behind us, but other than that, there ain't really much place to get warm and get loose if you're a pitcher.
Roger Ward makes his way out to the mound. Is there going to be a move to Brett Allen here? 2 2/3 from Nedved.
I want to say that's George Austin.
You're right, that is George Austin.
I think they just want to settle down Ned, make sure he's doing all right. Still got 2 outs in the inning, one pitch away. Obviously, don't want to make the moment too bigger than it needs to be.
Always just a question, you're going to go with the matchup in that situation. From a righty-righty standpoint, but they'll stick with the left-hander as Eric Fufulis comes in. George Austin is in reserve if the Mad Cats need him. 2 outs, 2 on, 3-3 tie in the bottom of the 8th.
Bottom of the 8th.
Here's the first pitch from Nedved, foul tipped by Fufulis. And it's 0-1. Fufulis has reached twice in this game, 1 for 2. 1 hit by pitch, 1 ground out, and a single up the middle. That single up the middle tied the game. Can he give him the lead now in the 8th? The 0-1. Taken outside, 1 ball, 1 strike.
He's down to 1-1.
Nedved with a glance at second. A long gaze at this point as the pitch comes in and it's popped foul by Fufulis. Nedved a strike away from getting out of this jam. The game's still tied. Be the turning point in this game right here. 1 ball, 2 strike count. And the pitch from Nedved. And Fufulis just gets a piece to stay alive. Someone's got to give at some point. There's another 1-2 pitch coming. Pitch from Nedved. Breaking ball that stayed up and away. 2-2.
Stays out, it's twos.
Still can't find a result in this at bat either way. Two balls and two strikes. Nedved comes home. And that misses inside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Badcats are ready to make their way off the field. Saw John Mariani come out of the dugout. Looks like he was saying something to the infielder, Nedved. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Something's got to go here. And he turns back towards second. They're on first and second in a 3-3 game in the bottom of the 8th. 3-2 count. Here's the pitch. Runners going, and it's up and away. Ball 4, and Roger Ward is onto his feet, going to make a move to George Austin. Bases are loaded, and it's going to be a high-pressure at-bat. It'll be Ben Wallachek at the plate, and in all likelihood, George Austin on the mound. And Roger Ward going to take the ball from Nedved. He goes 2 2/3, but he was responsible for all 3 on the bases. As Austin, the all-star who has yet to give up a run this season, is coming to the bump. While he warms up, we'll step aside here on the Bad Cats Media Network.
We will be back here.
Hi, this is Roger Ward, head coach of the Great Bend Batcats. I hope you're enjoying the free broadcast of tonight's game. Please consider donating to our interns who make this possible for the organization. Our donation link can be found in the chat at this time, as well as in the video description. Enjoy the rest of the game, and go Batcats!
This could be fun.
Yeah, it could be, as the Batcats and the Islanders tied at 3. George Austin does his usual, turns towards center field. He says he does this, he clears his mind, curses at himself a couple of times, and then he's ready to go. This man pitches exclusively on anger.
Ben Wallachek, your batter.
Ben Wallachek at the plate against George Austin. One of the most feared arms in the SCL this season. First pitch to Wallachek, up high, 1-0. Austin, 2-0 record. Mainly been the Batcats closer with 2 saves, 13 strikeouts, 4 walks in 11 innings, and all of them scoreless. He's given up 3 hits all season. Fires, and this one's fouled back as Wallachek. Man, this man has a violent swing. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. It seems like sometimes he's losing his control of the bat, which can certainly be explained by the old style, no batting gloves look. They're loaded for Kingman in the bottom of the 8th. 1-1 count. And the pitch from Austin. Inside, he gets hit, and that's going to give Kingman the lead. Wallachek wears one on the arm. The Islanders have the advantage. Nice painful way to get an RBI. Jurovich that came across to score. Now Austin to get himself settled.
Batter is Fabian Perez.
And Fabian Perez at the plate. First pitch. This one on the ground right side. Bodie Waller scoops it, takes it to first, and that is out number 3. But the Mad Cats are now behind by a run after the hit by pitch. Ben Wallachek wore one on the shoulder. Mad Cats need a run to keep this game alive. 9th inning up next.
This is outfielder Colby Christian for the Batcats. You're watching Batcats Baseball on the Batcats Media Network.
Into the 9th inning, it'll be Musto, Allen, and Brady Kreitzer due up for the Bad Cats. They need a run off of the left-hander from Hutch Derek Johnson. Here's the first pitch, and Musto takes it for a strike. It's 0-1. Musto coming in 1 for 3. Need a hit from him here. Leadoff man on could be huge for the Bad Cats. 0-1 pitch, and that one too far inside, and it's 1-1.
Evens again at 1-1.
Johnson would be in line for the win if Kingman would hold on in this one. His line in this one, 2 innings, 1 hit. No runs, no walks, and 2 strikeouts.
1-2.
Count 1-2 to Musto. Cats need a rally here at the top of the 9th inning, down 4-3. And the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, got him. 3 strikeouts now for Johnson.
Strikeout sponsored by Sean and Christy Snyder. Kreitzer on deck. Malone in the hole. We've got one away.
So now it's Connor Allen at the plate. Here's the first pitch to him from Johnson. That's up high. 1 ball and no strikes. The Cats just need to stay within themselves here. Don't try to do too much. Don't have to do it all with one swing. It's great to do it that way. Don't have to. Allen's 1 for 2 as the pitch comes in. He foul tips it. It's held 1-1. Had a single in the second, a walk in the 5th, and then a fly out to the warning track. Looked like he covered about 319 to 320 feet here in Riverside Park, and it just couldn't get out. 1-1 pitch. That one's down low. Counts 2 balls and a strike. Lefty deals, and this one popped foul by Allen. He now has a 2-2 count. Eric Johnson takes a step off the third base side of the rubber. 2-ball, 2-strike count, trying to hold on to this 1-run Kingman lead. Two pitch. Inside and low, skipped away towards the backstop, and a full count. To base runner any way you can get one. If that's a walk, you'll take it, but you have 2 strikes on it, so you can't be too risky if you're Connor Allen in the box. Johnson elects to step off here. Count is at 3-2. Here is the pitch, and Allen pops it up. Right side. Wallachek's got it and makes the catch. That gets down to their final out, and it's Brady Kreitzer at the plate. Kreitzer 1 for 3, had a hit and an RBI in the 5th inning. The only inning the Bad Cats scored runs. Cats need some 2-out magic. They want to avoid dropping one here to Kingman. Pitch and a swing and a miss from Kreitzer, 0-1. Johnson throwing the gas on that first pitch to Kreitzer. Need something out of the little man from Fort Hayes. 0-1 pitch inside, and the count moves to 1-1. Matt Cats lose this one and drop him into 3rd place in the Sunflower Collegiate League. Behind both Hutch and Cheney. 1-1 comes in, and that misses inside. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the set. Johnson with the 2-1, and this one hit in the air to left center. Got plenty of carry. Palmer's back at the track. It's caught, and this one is in the history books. The Bad Cats drop it 4-3 in Game 2 of the series against the Kingman Islanders. As Kreitzer gives it a ride but comes out short. The folks in the boat are happy in right center. But a frustrating night all around for the Bad Cats as they just could never seem to get the offense going outside of that 5th inning. And the Islanders found ways to manufacture runs. They get the game winner in the bottom of the 8th inning on a hit by a pitch. With the bases loaded, Bad Cats will have to make an adjustment as they get back to work tomorrow. 7 o'clock at Al Burns Memorial Field. We'll step away for a moment, and we'll have the post-game show when we come back here on the Bad Cats Media Network.
This is shortstop Dre Amaral, and you're watching the Batcats Media Network, home of the Batcats.
And back here to close it down on the Batcats Media Network. 4-3 the final score. Islanders get the win. And the win goes to Derek Johnson. Lost to Matt Nedved. Just one that got away from the Batcats. Player of the game, Derek Johnson. 3 scoreless innings of relief. That's good stuff. He gets the win in this one, and I think you got to give him a lot of credit. In a tie game, he held strong. The Hutch JUCO product got his 4th win of the season. 3 strikeouts and held the Batcats in check when he needed to the most in those later innings. So plenty of credit goes to him as the Batcats drop it 4-3. The Islanders now 7-14. Batcats drop to 20-7. Tough time to lose one because now you find yourself trailing both the Diamond Dogs and the Hutch Monarchs in the standings. In a game that the Batcats did not have much punch. The series is now tied at 1. And Batcats got to get themselves back on track in a hurry if they don't want to get lost in the standings and get left in the dust by Hutch and Cheney. Cheney was set to win again today, but it was non-con, so that really doesn't matter overall, but they're rolling. Batcats are not. They're sputtering at this point. Now have lost 4 out of 5 games, and you expect to come in be able to play a team like Cheney. You knew they were going to give you a run in at least one game, and it was going to come down to whether or not you pitched well and got the clutch hits, and they did not in this one as they fall 20-7 overall this year. They're going to need to get themselves together real quick. Game tomorrow at Al Burns Memorial Field. Back in action 7 o'clock. If you can't make it out, we'll have the game here on the Batcats Media Network. For my partner, Nighty Atlantic, my name is Mark McClure. Wishing all of you a happy rest of your Friday night. So long from Kingman.